Well, hello and welcome. I'd love to share with you an amazing hike that I just came back from. It was a 3-day, 2-night backpacking trip up to a fabulous, beautiful lake called Landslide Lake in Strathcona Provincial Park on Vancouver Island. What made this very special for me was that I went along with my son and his wife and 2 grandchildren. We hiked along the Elk River Trail as we gained elevation to our first campsite, then day hiked the following day to Landslide Lake itself. The round trip was a total of 24 kilometers and a total elevation gain of over 3,000 feet. It really pushed me to my limit, but with lots of help, I made it. Please join us.
I walked 30 km.
Do you want to go?
I'll take a picture of the creek for you, Grant.
I want to stick with you.
I don't know what.
Well, this has been a beautiful hike, and we're going to cross a bridge right now. Well, we made it to the first campsite. I think we're in 6 or 7 kilometers. And the kids want to go on to the next campsite. I think it's only about 3 more kilometers, but it's going to take about 2 hours. It's a lot more technical than this first section. We're right at Butterworth Creek right now, and just stopping for a while to have a bit of a break, have some lunch, and get rehydrated, and have a little bit of a rest. I've been fine so far. I'm a bit trepidatious about this next section, but we're going to take our time and keep drinking lots of water.
A lot of sun.
Oh,
Get your hand out over it too.
that is absolutely amazing. Break time. We've just come up a series of many hills and gullies and roots, and I'm really tired. But the young people are energized still, so
We're good. Can I take a photo?
we made it to the campsite, to the second campsite on this trail. I didn't think I was going to make it, but thanks to my family for taking things out of my pack, and then ultimately for my grandson who carried it probably the last 20 or 30 minutes. So I was free of that. I made it. It was hard, but you know, I could see that as soon as the pack went off, bugs, I felt better. But we're at a campsite and it's beautiful. We seem to be the only ones here. So I've got my Durston X Mid 1. So that's all set for the night. And my family have got their much bigger family tent, which my son had to carry. It isn't exactly a backpacking tent, but he did admirably with it. And the kids were great. So no complaints. Everything went really well. And this is where we are. We are camped right along the Elk River at the base of this snow-capped mountain, and more over on the other side. And gather we are climbing up higher tomorrow, but without the pack packs, so we should be okay. Beautiful. We're just going to be able to sit down in a few minutes and just have a little chat and have a cold drink, and then it'll be time to cook supper. But no, it's great. We're all in one piece. Tomorrow the trail takes us up to Landslide Lake, and that's an alpine lake, and then possibly onto a second lake called Berg Lake. But we'll see. We'll see how I do. Anyway, it's supposed to be a bit of a rough trail and a fairly steep. But the views at the top are supposed to be great. So I'll see how I feel in the morning. There's our campsite. They're all going to be nestled in there tonight. I'm going to have my own little private room over here. To be perfectly honest, I'm quite amazed that I made it. I almost bailed on this trip, but was convinced that there would be lots of help along the way, and they really wanted me to come. Bless their hearts. And we're all here and everybody's in a good mood. So it's going to be a quiet evening, and I bet it's going to be early to bed. I know it's going to be early to bed for me. Well, this has been quite the day. It's been a great day. And the sun's going down behind the trees. And tomorrow the idea is that we're going to go up to the lakes and we'll see how that goes. But tonight I'm just going to get a really good sleep. Kids have just gone down the creek side for a while, for a walk, and I'm going to lie down. I'm looking forward to that prone position. And I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Here we are. Breakfast is getting started. Good morning. Well, last night was pretty uneventful. No intruders, but it was chilly. And I think a few people were cold in the night. Yeah, we're just going to have breakfast and get organized here. But food's got to go in first, and we'll get warmed up. Before we know it, we're going to be too hot instead of too cold. So, all right, catch up with you in a bit. Here comes the sun. Yes, well, we're on the trail heading up to the lake as we had planned. It's going to be a very hot day, and right now we're walking on a forest trail. And we've got quite a bit of shade, but I see that there's a great outcrop of rock to pass soon, so it's going to be hot. So we're just going to carry on. Amazing. I think we've made it to the top of the waterfall. That's where we came from. And below that is the second campsite. So we've just been steadily going uphill since we left. But I'm still upright, more or less. Beautiful area though. Mountains are all around us. I think we're nearly at the lake. I'm not sure what nearly is. But I'm not, I'm just going one step at a time here. Well, we made it. This was the destination. This is Landslide Lake, and this is where the landslide was. Like, it's a pretty dynamic piece of rock. It's a good thing that I knew that, well, the view kept being beautiful all the way up. I was just saying to my daughter-in-law, that's the motivation for me to keep going, because it is so beautiful. Regardless of how many feet I just climbed. My grandson has my day pack, which is wonderful, and I'm very happy that he's being so gallant and helpful and looking after his grandma. My family's looking out for me. I wouldn't be here without them. I got to tell you that, quite honestly. Yeah. I mean, I always knew they were great, but it's just totally reinforced now. Anyway, we're going to have a break here, I think, decide what's next. Well, hello. I'm back at Landslide Lake. I started down the trail with the kids, and I just got about, I don't know how far down, maybe a third of the way, a quarter of the way around the lake trail before heading up the mountain to go to the next lake, Berg Lake. And I'm just too tired to do that kind of a trail. It was really, really rough. There was a lot of opportunities for me to hurt myself, let's put it that way. So I got along so far, and I said to my family, I think I need to go back. So my son wasn't going to have it that I walked back by myself, so he came back with me, bless his heart, and I'm sitting on a rock at this absolutely gorgeous place. But it's going to be an epically beautiful lake, and I'm going to steal a couple of pictures so that you can see it and see the lake that I didn't see. But in all honesty, I didn't know if I'd make it here. And I've got an absolutely fabulous day. So I'm just going to stay here on the rock and seek out shade. There's a bit of a breeze, and I'm just going to enjoy it. So just an update. I've got a lot of hill to go down, and I knew if I tried to go too far, I would be really too tired, and that's when I risk hurting myself. How much better a view than this is it going to get?
Water in both my ears now.
Well,
Mom, wait up.
Okay, let go of me.
how was it?
Cold.
See if I can get out with it.
Quite a bit colder.
Well, Grandma's not that brave. It's a good...
Comparatively, quite a bit warmer.
Compared to that lake?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I mean.
That
like,
iceberg.
I know that was actually surprisingly cold.
Well, we made it back down the mountain, and we're, for the most part, all in one piece. We had a really great day. The kids had a great time up at Berg Lake, and I think without me going with them, they made it in record time. They were back almost too early. I was having such a great time waiting at Landslide Lake. So we've come back down the hill. It was a lot easier than going up, for sure. and we're just sitting here relaxing before dinner. My granddaughter's over there having a little snooze, comfortably lying on the gravel. How comfortable are you?
Not at all.
Not at all. But anyway, she looks cozy. We're going to have dinner, and I imagine I'll be off to bed early again tonight. But it's been a terrific day, and I'm ever so grateful to have been able to be here. Well, good morning. Here we are on day 3, and after a fairly decent night's sleep, we're all packing up. We've just had some breakfast, and the packing up has begun, and we're going to get ready to hit the trail and get back down to the car. I'll probably take a few bits of video on the way back down, but it's been a really wonderful 2 days so far, 3 days ending, and we just get out of here doing well, and what a wonderful time we've had.
It's gonna feel good. Oh boy.
All right, we're heading down to the car. The switchbacks, I think there's 12 of them, and we had quite a climb up on the other side, but the downhill is here. I've just got to watch where I'm putting my feet. So, and we'll be down at the car in probably 5 or 6 minutes. So, we've survived. I'm all hot and sweaty and tired, but pretty gratified. So I'll see you at the bottom. Well, we just finished this epic hike up to Landslide Lake. We're not sure how many kilometers up and back it was, but it was over 20. And of course, a lot of it was uphill. We went, followed the Elk River Trail, and this is part of Strathcona Provincial Park. It's absolutely a beautiful hike, and I'm ever so glad that I was able to come. And I really want to say a big thank you to my family for supporting me through this. I don't think I could have done it without them, to tell you the truth. And it was wonderful just to spend the time with them. I've just got a clean shirt on a dirty, sweaty body, but we're going to pile up in the car and we're about to head home. But how gratifying, 3 days that I've had to spend with my kids, and to do something that was a real push for me to do, and I made it. So thanks a lot for watching, and I hope that you've enjoyed some of the beautiful scenery that we had the privilege to hike through over the last 3 days. Bye for now, and I do believe this is living life fully. Thank you. Okay, see what the red light's flashing? It's on. Okay. That's good.